Yo, what up? This is Ree here. Ree up motherfuck, back again with another video. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate all of you. Let's get into it. So I want to talk about one of the secret things I use astrology for. And I use this for absolutely everything, and I do it without even thinking, but I think I need to talk about it because it's going to help you too. And it's not really a secret technique because a lot, like most astrologers know about it. It's called Synastry, and it's where you can put a chart over top of your chart, and then you can like this picture right here. So, and then you can look at the charts in comparison to each other and see what aspects they're making, and using those aspects and the houses, you can determine what kind of relationship you're going to have with this person, how it's going to go. Is it going to be easy? And what's going to say if it's a relationship that ends up annoying you? What is it that's annoying about that person? What does it bring out in you? Or what do you bring out in them? So it works both ways. And so not everybody that you meet is going to feel the same. Like say I meet a guy named John, right? John, how I perceive John, how I'm going to feel about John is going to be completely different than how you feel about John, because our birth charts are different. And our birth charts compared to his birth chart is going to have different aspects, different themes, different energy. And because of that, we're going to have completely different experiences of the same person. So that's something that a lot of people who don't study astrology don't realize. So then they try to make relationships work by pushing towards compromise or different things, but realistically this is just never going to work with this person. Move on. Like, go find someone you're more compatible with. But I use this all the time. Is say if someone hits me up and sends me a message, or right when they send me a message online, nowadays everybody has their birthday. I go find their birthday, I plug it in, I do a chart. So say this, for example, if this is my chart and then somebody else's chart, I'm not going to say who it is or anything like that, on top of each other. And this is someone that I had in my life that I don't talk to anymore. So the reason I'm not trying to put anyone on blast, I'm just trying to show that this is how it works. And the reason that people don't get along is because of the aspects. And it's not that one person is bad or one person is good. Regardless, it's all everything. There's like everything is a type of perception, right? There is no actual good or bad in that type of way, in the higher concept of things, right? In the ego concept there is. But anyways, this is to show that you can see within a chart if two people are going to be compatible. So I'll get their birthday, and then I can see, okay, are we going to have problems? What kind of person is this? Is this person going to mesh with me? And another cool thing about this is these are the aspects. So for example, me and this person, we don't talk anymore because of these aspects. Now you can see there's a whole bunch of squares. And I'm going to show you something really crazy about these squares and what these squares mean. Okay, so you see that. So when you have a bunch of squares, you're going to know there's a bunch of challenges, right? There are a bunch of challenges. So I think I have 4 pages of squares, basically, right? So it's a bunch of challenges. And yeah, it was a very challenging relationship with this person. We didn't get along a lot. That shows you these are challenges. But if you want to go even deeper on the challenges, if you look at any of them that are squares to the nodes, so the south node or the north node or Pluto, like these ones here. So I have south node Jupiter. So that's my south node is squaring their Jupiter, or my north node is squaring their Jupiter, and my Mercury is squaring their Pluto, right? So that indicates that you had past life karma Past life, when I say that, it doesn't mean it was a past, because time is linear. It just means that in one of your other lives, so that we come back all the time. We end up having our lives with 90% of the same people that we already know. So then we come back and we do it again. And then if we haven't resolved these issues, we're going to have to resolve them again. So we can actually see in the birth chart, based on these squares, that these are unresolved issues from a past life. And by looking at what the zodiac sign is and what houses these are in, we can determine what kind of events, like what was the energy of the events, like what was the themes and the challenges of the events, because these events will reoccur usually. Or maybe you didn't get that far with the person in this life. Maybe you met, but you didn't get to that point, but there's still some kind of anger or resentment towards what happened in the past life. And so that's a way that you can kind of see it. And when you have a lot of squares, I've noticed, those are people that, yeah, you have a lot of problems with, but you're supposed to resolve it. And that's the thing. And maybe you're ready. You could be ready to resolve, but the other person has to be ready as well, right? And it's about seeing things from a higher perspective and not being an ego. But we're human, so we always get an ego. We're not going to be perfect ever. We can't expect that, right? So these relationships are supposed to help us grow, but you can always see that. And then also another cool thing is, like, I've noticed most people that I had close to me had the same aspects within each other. And that just shows that you keep attracting the same type of people, because in you have unresolved issues in your subconscious that you don't know are there. And the only way to bring awareness and to deal with them is for you to create an event. And that event manifests itself, and then you have to go through that event, and through that event then you become awakened. But if you can see this for itself, and you can actually read a chart and be like, okay, yeah, these are the things that I keep attracting, and then look at that and it's like, okay, yeah, now I understand where that's coming from. These are issues I can resolve without having the event occur. So it's just pretty cool. Some deeper things that you can learn about astrology. And yeah, that's just a trick for you. You can try Synastry, and that way you can see, okay, what kind of things is this person going to bring into my life? Is this something I want? And you can get a book on Synastry, and it'll tell you. It's very deep. It'll go into everything where, this person, it won't last that long because this person has emotions towards what you do in your career, or that, like, very specific things. So yeah, anyways, I love y'all, and re-up, motherfucker.